Let's talk about sacrifice as a love language. And I did a video recently about the love language of worry. And sacrifice is another one that is so ingrained in our in our culture and in the paradigm of parenting. This is absolutely rife. And in relationships in general, in fact, when I think about it, we think that compromise is what we must do in relationship. And I remember my first ever coach, who was a relationship coach, coached around unhappy marriages. And he said compromise is a lie. Compromise is no one's happy. Somebody's giving something up. Both people are giving something up. So nobody's happy. And for our kids, we give up chunks of our life. We put our dreams on the shelf so that we can tell them that they can live a life of their dreams. They can be whatever they want, so long as they don't have anyone to love, in which case they're going to have to give it all up. It's crazy, really, when you look at it like that, right? Somebody said something to me powerful. Excuse me, I'm a bit tired. Somebody said something powerful to me, and I don't know the original source. But life is caught, not taught. So our young people, they are not doing what we say. We know that, right? They're not doing what we say. They're doing as we do. And what I notice is that when our young people do as we do, we don't like that. That's not right. And so we try and control that. I'm going on a different direction here. Let's pull it back. That can be another day. So we sacrifice. What's one of the biggest declarations of love? I'd die for you. Romeo and Juliet. Parents everywhere. And it's true, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with that declaration. It's coming from a place of love. And are we willing to truly live for each other? Because to truly love doesn't ask us to give up. It does ask us to give. And we can only truly, authentically give when we're full of ourselves. When we are so full of love that there's no more obligation, there's no more sacrifice, there's no more compromise. There's being able to meet somebody all the way over where they are. Or there's holding a boundary lovingly. These are my standards. This is what I'm available for. but no sacrifice. It's such an accidental burden that we put on our kids. I was at a conference recently and a parent stood up and she was talking about entering into a relationship. And she had her daughter with her, older teenage daughter. She said, I don't really think I should find a man until she's left home. And her daughter's literally saying like, no, I don't want that. I want you to live your life. I don't want to be the reason that you put your life on pause. Amazing, amazing family. The lines of communication being that open, really courageous, right? But we all do this. It was such a powerful moment for so many people in the room. This guilt that we feel when we act in a way that actually, I want to do that for me. Oh, no. Now I have guilt and shame for that. And maybe it could be that that guilt and shame comes from the fact somebody doesn't like it. Maybe our kids are upset with us. I know I have experienced that in my own journey. My kids have not wanted me to go places, and I have gone. And I have not felt guilty about it because I'm doing it for me and ultimately for them. How that unfolds in my own being is I'm showing them that me prioritizing me is the biggest gift that I can give to them. Every time I go away and come back, I have more to give. I have more to give. And they feel that to the point where the last time I went away, in fact, no, it was the time before that, we'd gone from you can't go and a ton of feelings just a few months before into you've got to go to that, Mum. You've got to go to that. Because I held the possibility. I showed up for myself. And I came back more centered, knowing more of who I was, because when I go away, it's for transformational experiences. So I come back, I'm even more embodied, I'm even more peaceful, I'm even more loving, because that's not something that's ever going to stop unfolding or expanding. Now imagine I'd sacrifice those things to stay at home because that's what I should do. And I don't know what the actions are for you, because there have been moments in my journey with my children where staying at home was the most aligned thing for me to do. It didn't feel like I was giving anything up. And that's the key. That's the key piece. The actions themselves are neutral, every single one of them. It's the energy that we bring to them that will create the results internally and externally. So we always want to be looking right here, what's true for me? And I have another video about truth. What's true and aligned for me to be living to my fullest potential, to be living into the greatest version of myself? How's that person showing up? What's that person doing? And if we can all get into that intention, that'd be cool. I'd love that for all of us, past and future generations. Imagine being able to pass that down to the next generation. I'm going to teach you how to love yourself. And I'm going to do that by loving myself and then pouring love into you. Because love doesn't ask us to give up. It asks us to give. That's what I have for you this evening. It's always my joy to connect and to share. As always, I love to hear your comments, what you're hearing in this for you, what unfolds in you as we spend this time together. And I'll be back tomorrow. Sending lots of love.